Hey, this is Ricky Kearney Cichlids. I'm starting a few minutes early. We'll get some people in here and we'll start up. So the topic for this live stream is I have white stains. And it's not me personally. If you look back here, you see the white down through the back of the aquarium. And it's from excess minerals in the water that's dripped down in the back from filters or air stones or whatever, and I've had a hard time removing that, and I'm kind of wanting some input on what you think to use to get rid of all those white stains. So we got a couple of people that's joining. Hopefully they're able to see what I'm saying. I'm looking at the white stains in the back of my aquarium, and I'm looking for some input on what to do about them. I've used Windex, and it works temporarily, but it doesn't work for very long. So let me switch around and give you the actual good view. Jimmy H says hi, Ricky. Hey, Jimmy. Let me switch around and give you a good view of the fish we're talking about. All right, I scared him a little bit. So we'll look. Callie's watching. That's cool. Hey, Callie. Callie's my niece, so everybody be good. She's on here. So what we're looking at here is the white stains in the back of my aquarium here. And I'm looking for some input on what you all use to get rid of them. Windex seems you can wipe it off and it looks like it's clear for a few minutes. And then boom, it just shows back up. So it looks pretty bad on this aquarium. And this aquarium is Herman's aquarium, so I'm wanting to improve that. Is that, yes, it's on the outside of the aquarium. So I'm looking for some comments and suggestions on how to get that gone so it's permanently gone. So not too many people are commenting on that. So what I'm going to do, this is room 1, this is my bedroom. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a tour around this. I actually have a plan for this live stream. We're going to take a tour around this room, and I have a few ideas and topics to talk about. And just, for those of you who joined already, remember about the white stains. If you have any suggestions, you can put in the comments or just talk about it. So this is Herman. A lot of people have seen vinegar. Yeah, I was thinking about vinegar. I was wondering if it would smell up my room, but I think it would do the trick. So if no one else has any good ideas, I probably will try to use vinegar. What are you doing? Yeah, that's 2 people saying vinegar. So that may be the key to getting this looking great, is using vinegar. So we're going to start off with the Mabuna cichlids over here, the yellow top Mabama Bay Mabuna cichlids. Now if you look over here, there's a male here that's I've talked about before that's starting to color up. And he's actually bigger than the dominant male. If you see, I'm scaring him pretty bad right now, but the dominant male is still more colorful, but it's smaller than the one that's coloring up now. I've changed a few things in this aquarium. I've added a few anubias. I've also added a different sponge filter here. What I did, I took the sponge filter out that was in here and used it for a matin filter. So it's a little bit bigger sponge filter, so the Mabuna are doing good. Let me sit down and see if they'll start to relax a little bit, back off a little bit. Y'all be able to get a good picture of this? Is it coming in good? I'm using Wi-Fi this time instead of cell phone data, so I was wanting to know how good it was coming. Yeah, I like how the Nubis are doing that. They are really putting out some root action, and there's not too much algae on there. I have a actual a bristlenose pleco in this aquarium, and he takes care of a lot of the algae and does good with the Mabuna. We may come back to them. They're a little bit skittish. Normally, when I film them, I'm sitting in a chair and kind of talk without moving. So we'll come back to them. So if you look here, this aquarium has been recently set up with different fish because I moved them out to make room for the D2 offspring. And if you see this fish right here, let me get a, better view of him. That's Sunburst, not Starburst, but Sunburst. He hasn't been in a video in a while, and he started out to be a lot more yellow, but if you look there, he's got a lot of orange in him, but his fins are looking really, really good. Now, the actual plans for this aquarium is some of the OB females are going to be used in the Dragonite breeding program. I'll be talking more about that in my next live stream. So they're just kind of growing up in here. This fish right here doesn't look all that great right now, but it's a sunset variety, and it's going to be amazing when it gets bigger. It would actually show better if Sunburst wasn't in here, but I didn't have multiple locations to put the males, so it's kind of died down a little bit, but it's starting to color up pretty good now. You see the blue in the body, and the outer fins are yellow, so that's going to be an amazing fish right there. Now all I have in this for filtration is a sponge filtration, of course. They're doing good. So this is just kind of a in transition tank. Nothing's really going on except for them to grow out and color up. So let's look at this next tank. We got Frontosas in this one. We got Mr. K, and he's turned the right way. It looks more like an H, but it also could be a K on the side. Now he's from the Canger family, so hopefully his offspring could look like Canger. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to have him breed with these or not, but you see how it has an extra stripe basically there. These here are offspring from Mighty, and Mighty was a 7 striped on both sides. So the offspring, if I do breed him with them, possibly I'd have some fish that would both sides be 7 striped. So that's pretty cool. Now some of these tanks that I have set up to grow out the Frontosas, I am going to slowly change over to all male peacocks and different fish, because Jimmy H may pick up a Frontosa. Cool, that's cool. Good deal. Yeah, Frontosas are really nice. Look how the blues are really showing up on these. Really good. Really nice. And I'll probably change this to a matte infiltration later, but I'm doing it slowly as I have funds. Psychedelic Babe is here. That is cool. Greetings from England. That's what she's from, England. That's really cool. Thank you, Psychedelic Babe, for showing up. Now this one, my room tour thumbnail, things are going good, Psychedelic Babe, was from this fish right here. This fish is an amazing fish, and hopefully it'll turn sideways. Look at that. Now he doesn't look completely look like the icebreaker, but his dad was the icebreaker. Look at the top, how it's white, white. It's got some blue in there, a lot of red. Now I don't have any plans with him right now, but when he gets bigger, I'll be breeding him with maybe some Dragon Bloods and see how it goes. Hydra Ferreira says, great Frontosas. Yes, I'm about to switch to another Frontosa tank. I'm kind of doing a room tour right now. We'll check out Herman. So this tank, it didn't go well. I had big plans to have some moss back here, but it didn't go. It died out, and I think because there wasn't enough flow. The sponge filter wasn't doing good. Wasn't making enough flow for that particular plant to grow. And so I've got some Java fern growing. So Psychedelic Babe's asking how the Black Widow's doing good. She's doing good. She was in yesterday's live stream. That's a different room. I will be going back to her eventually. This one is Herman's tank, and recently it was changed to a matte infiltration system, and they've been looking really epic. A lot of purple in their fins. I'm not seen that before until recently. I don't know if I can get Herman out of there because I'm actually moving around quite a bit. A lot of times when I film Herman, it's from a tripod. Look there, he's coming out. And you see over here the matte filter, it's doing good. The snails keep it where it doesn't look dirty. It's always clean. There is a little bit of glare, but that's going to happen in this room. Herman looks grumpy as always. Yes. Yeah, Herman is a beast. And by this fall, he's going to have a much bigger aquarium. So that's kind of one of my goals. Hopefully I'll pick up one on sale. My stand where my colony is, where the Black Widow is, changer, has a spot for another big tank on the bottom, another 125. So I have a place for it, have plans for it, just have to come up with some of the money for it. But anyways, looked on there. Remember the white stains? Everybody said so far to use vinegar, and that's what I'll probably use. Hopefully I'll maybe use it in the morning. Hi there, Ferreira. I'm from Portugal. I love your Frontosas. I'm growing my colony of Frontosas. Well, greetings from Portugal. Is Hyder? I'm not sure if I'm saying your name correctly. I apologize if it's not pronounced that way. But thank you for watching from Portugal. What time is it there in Portugal? Is it pretty late at night? Or is it morning already? Let's see here. Then we'll go to the icebreaker tank. Now a lot of people are wanting to see the icebreaker. Look at there. Icebreaker's doing great. So a lot of people like to watch icebreakers. So a lot of my Frontosa grow out aquariums are going to be changed over to my breeding programs. And what I'm saying is I'm going to grow out a bunch of males and have them as all male peacocks. I'm going to have a all male icebreaker aquarium. Let me getting zoomed in, getting a good view of it. Icebreaker looks cool, but if you saw 20 of them, y'all would be amazed. So in the future, we'll have an all male icebreaker tank. And next week's video, you'll actually see 2 icebreakers that look as good as him, and in some ways a little bit better than the original icebreaker. So sometime next week or the next few days, we'll be showing you his offspring, and you get to be amazed by them. I decided not to sell them. I was originally going to sell them, but nope, not going to do it. It's 9 p.m. Okay, cool. I'm saying your name right. Good. I don't like to mispronounce people's names. KZ Ellis. Hey! Now, KZ Ellis is my first super chat person. I wasn't able to message him today, but he gave me a super chat yesterday. I appreciate that. So if you have any questions today, KZ Ellis, from now on you will be standing out since you were my very first super chat. If I see you, I'm going to make sure I notice you and pay attention to you. Now this right here is D2. If you don't know about my D2, he's a double dorsal fin peacock, and actually all of his offspring that I recently collected have that trait, have the double dorsal trait. So that is a dominant trait. In the future we're going to be having an all male D2 tank. What do you think about the double dorsal fin on this peacock? Do y'all like it? Milan Hasdik Zdravo Ricky, I guess that's hello. How you doing? Give me H's stream hoping today. So suck it up, babe. Loves the double dorsal fin. I'm not sure. Some people are against that, but I didn't call him, and I'm glad I didn't, because he's gonna be amazing. If I have an all male aquarium full of these guys, I'll be the only one on YouTube that does that. So that will make me stand out. My channel will be different. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'll have them. I'm gonna have there's gonna be some. See, if you see these gray ones here, they're like the icebreaker tops. Some of them are sunset. There's gonna be some. There's already some of those the offspring from D2 that's got the double dorsal fin. So there's going to be different color varieties. Eventually there'll be a OB variety. If he's as dominant as he is with his genes, it's going to be really epic. Gudgeon fins. Yep. I don't know what a gudgeon is, but it's pretty cool. So I've got a few ideas of what to do here. I'm not getting a lot of questions, so I'm going to actually do some feeding. A lot of people have caught on to what I've been doing with my food and what I've been feeding. And I've been feeding artificial crab meat. So let me come back to these Mabunas and see if we can get a little bit better look at them without scaring them. Yeah. Yeah. Casey Ellis gave me another $5. Wow, Casey Ellis, man, you're the man. So happy you're continuing. Hey, I love the live stream. It's going to help me out because I'm working now. So, Jesus is God's there. He's been around for a long time. Good to see you. All right. See that male by the cave just went in? That's the main male. And there's another male right here. Now, if they ever get to where they're fighting and they have a little bit of damage on one of them, I'm going to be basically separating them and have 2 aquariums full of these yellow top Mabuna. Hyder's growing out a bunch of Mabunas as well. Hey, they're really nice. They hold up good. They're very hardy, easy to breed. So what I'm feeding is artificial crab meat. I want you to see how they eat. So let's see them eat. Check it out. Look at them tearing in there. Tearing it in there. And I'm going to have it where there will be a reminder. They won't be set days because I work retail. So my streams will be with reminders but no set days. Because with retail you don't have set days off. So you'll get an email if it works right. A lot of things on YouTube don't work right, but I know a few people got emails because my mom is a subscriber and she got an email. So hopefully everybody will get emails. So it'll be days ahead of time. So they ate pretty good there, but let's get the peacocks some because they're not as afraid of the camera. Let me see if I can get some in my hand. You can get this at most grocery stores, and I think you can get this all around the world. How can we help you create your own hatchery? Well, there's a possibility that I can have a different setup. I don't know if it would be like a full-time hatchery, but it could be like pretty epic where I'm raising some really cool fish. It's at a different location. I won't want to give any more details than that, but I have to, I gotta get it caught up with some of my bills, and it's possible that a location for a more improved fish room is possible. That really doesn't take any money from anybody. I just gotta get caught up on some bills, and then get some free time and basically move a bunch of my aquariums. So that actually could happen relatively easy. We'll see about that. But I want to see how these programs go. I got the Dragonite Peacock program where you have the Dragon Bloods with black dots and stuff, but black splotches with the Dragon Blood orange and red. And so that's coming along pretty good. You'll see that in my next live stream, the first step of that. And then you got the D2 project. You got the Changer project. You have the Icebreaker project. So, I'll see how those go before I get crazy ideas, because since I worked at a hatchery, it's very hard to make money selling fish, and I'm in a town that I'd have to drive someplace to sell them. Now I could do online, but I really want to mess with that. Hi Rick, are you living in? Darren and Julie, keep up the good work. Darren and Julie, thank you. Appreciate it. Actually got 10 people. If you come and go, give me try give me a thumbs up before you go. I understand people got things to do, but if you leave, try to make sure you give me a thumbs up before you leave. I'm gonna have this about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna cut it off. If y'all have any questions, it's time to ask them. All right, so here's Mr. K. Now, when I had a video on what's differences between my... Alright, thank you, Suck It Up, babe. I wasn't like trying to make sure it was you, but everybody, I hopefully give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Suck It Up, babe, for showing up, and have a good night. So this is Mr. K. I had a video of what's the differences between my Frontosas, and he was really dark, and the Frontosas he was with were really like this. And you can see how he is brightened up and got his whites are a lot wider. He's more relaxed, and he's a dominant alpha male in here. So let's throw some food in there. I have to back up to get the food. Sorry for the shakiness. All right. Boom. We do great work, Ricky. I enjoy watching all the great things that you show me. Thank you, Color Fins. Eric B, how you doing? And KZL says, gorgeous. Milan, I guess he's from Serbia. How you doing? Sump or canister? Well, there's my sister. Love all my fish I get from Ricky. Hey, my sister's here. That's cool. Kim Richards. As far as sumps, I worked at a saltwater hatchery, and sumps were great. You increase the water volume and so forth. A lot of good benefits for sumps. I don't really have a preference one over the other. There's a little bit of glare there. Sorry about the glare. And check out that fish eating. See how they just go for that? So if you haven't tried artificial crab meat, you got to give it a try. Canister filtration, it's a little bit harder to clean, but sometimes they actually take out more of the fine particles. Depends on if you just have a few aquariums or multiple aquariums. The sump filtration, sometimes you can pull out the media a lot quicker and don't have to lug the filter to the bathroom or outside. So there's a lot of pluses and negatives to both of them. So I hope that kind of answers your question. There's so many positives and negatives to both of them. So just gotta kind of try it out and see what you think. I guess you got both. I'm not one that picks one over the other. So let's get now these guys. They get a whole crab stick. The artificial crab meat. Look at them go. Now I really enjoy watching these guys eat. Look at them go. Kylie giving me a thumbs up. That's cool. I got 10 thumbs up. Now I think Darren Grimley, hey Rick, we have red Frontosas. I thought about getting red Frontosas. If you have videos of those, I'll actually check those out. Make sure you comment when this becomes a video so I can look at your red Frontosas, because I want to see how they look and how they're doing. Eric B, how old are they? Let's see here. Herman is about 9 years old. Now I didn't write down when I got him, but I think he's around 9 years old. I don't know how old he was when I got him, so he could be up to 10. These other guys are about 2 years old. Thank you, Jesus is God. Leaving a like. Starburst is doing good. Now he's in a location that I probably won't do live streams. I'll probably just do videos, unless I actually move. Eric B, wow, that's nice there, Ricky. Thank you. Let me put some more food in there. I actually need a little bit more food. So as far as starburst, I'll probably do individual videos unless I move them. I move my fish, you know, ever so often. I get bored where they're at and want them, you know, want to see different fish in different locations. So as far as live streams, it may be a while, but I'll do videos on him. Yeah, 9 watching, 13 likes. Yeah, people got to come and go. Some, you know, they can come back and watch just after it's recorded if they thought it was worth their time. 4 o'clock on Sunday is really not a good time, but I actually, you know, this is my day off, and I wanted this evening to, you know, I got a few more things to do. I'm going to actually set up 2 more Matin filters and 2 55-gallon tanks, and so after that, you know, I'm going to become a couch potato. I don't know if some of y'all know what couch potato is from like Portugal and I forgot where, some of you from Serbia and stuff. A couch potato is where you get on your couch. It's like a sofa. I don't know if you have that same word, but and then you just kind of veg there. You stay there, you watch TV, you just chill out. So that's what I'm going to do this evening, because I got to work for at least the next 5 days, which is really good because recently got a job, so I'm very happy about that. So get some food in here for the icebreaker. Now I like to do just one chunk and then let them go at it because it's more exciting. They go at it like crazy. Kylie's going to be a couch potato this evening. Jimmy H, you're lagging. Is anybody else lagging? No, I'll be working in retail. Just retail. I won't want to give specifically where I work at, but let's look here. Get a little better view of icebreaker. He had a big chunk in his mouth. Look at these guys going at it. Okay, I wanted to know about the lag because I am using Wi-Fi, and yesterday I used cell phone data, but nobody's streaming from my house right now. So this is room 1, kind of a tour. Now, I don't know what that means, so I can't translate that live. So if anybody knows what he said. Kim wants to know if she can feed her a Dragon Blood's imitation crab meat. Yes, you can, and they'll love it. But you only want to feed them like every other day. All right, Darren and Jules loves the crab meat. The fish love it. Could I keep one big male front as a wet pet? Yes, you know, as long as he's the main male, I would rather. Let me see what this says. I'm gonna have to cancel. Let me pick all growth. Could I keep? Okay, as far as growth compared to pellets, you got a lot more protein in this crab meat. Now, pellets are fine, and a lot of people. You might be able to get pellets cheaper than crab meat, but overall I'm actually saving money with the crab meat for me. There's more protein, and now next time you feed your fish pellets, notice how much comes out the gills of the aquarium. Mike Siegfried says congrats on the female. Yeah, that's Toe she's holding. Hopefully I'll be able to sell some soon. So I'll be able to know whether to collect those or not. Let's see here. I missed the super chat. Not a super chat, but a chat. How big of a tank should I use to grow my peacocks out to adults? Well, you can actually use a smaller tank, but it takes a lot longer. So you could probably, the smallest I would use is a 30-gallon. But that can take like a year in a 30-gallon. So a 55-gallon is probably the smallest to do it correctly. But you can do it in a 29-gallon. I actually do it quite often. Like you see here, the D2, he's not full-sized. Some of these females are not completely full-sized, but they've been growing, you know, in here. Oh, you've been feeding crab meat to Karen. Or, I don't know. I'm not sure what you were saying. Thoughts on a 4 foot by 4 foot. Well, this is a 4 foot aquarium. This is a 75 gallon. And that's why I'm wanting to upgrade, because long term, this aquarium is really just good for a pair, to be honest. But you can have them in here for quite a while. Since these guys are, like 2 years old, you could have quite a few fish in a 75 gallon or Frontosas in a 75 gallon for quite a while before you need to upgrade. But it's just that once you get a 75 gallon, you're thinking, what will, you might have a space issue. The best thing to do is get the biggest possible you can. The only way I got my 125 is I actually traded fish for it, so that was pretty good. I traded fish that I bred for that big aquarium. So I understand, people don't have the funds at times, or maybe the space. So you could have this many Frontosas for 2 years, and then you really need to start looking to upgrade. What will happen is these guys will get a little bit bigger, and then there'll be some aggression, and then they can start killing each other off. Even though they're chill fish, they're just, because of the limitation in space and hiding spots, they could actually kill each other off. Weird Beard Hudson, been feeding crab meat for a month now. I just got my first 2 spawns. All right, that is awesome. Is it okay to mix Frontosa? We had a red one and a black one. Now, some people don't believe in mixing fish, and see, I'm not going to say anything against that, because that's, I mix fish all the time. So, they would breed, and they might come up with something really cool. So don't let other people decide that for you, especially people on YouTube. You got your trollers out there that tell you not to mix fish. Some of the cool fish that I have now is because I mixed them. So some people are really against that. Don't let others decide that for you. You decide that on your own. And if they breed, you might as well see what they turn out to be like. Here's one over here eating. So as far as mixing a black and a red, why not? If you don't have to collect them, they'll eat the babies. What size do you have at 6 months normally? Well, in a bigger aquarium they grow faster, but these guys grow pretty slow anyways. So 6 months, maybe that size. And that probably is a female because it's smaller than these other ones. Probably that size right there, which I can't really tell you. That's about 2.5 inches. It can be bigger if you have more room and the feedings and so forth. Less competition from other fish. So, there's a lot of factors in the growth of fish, but Frontosas are like snails. They'll eventually get there. But the crab meat will, improve the growth rate. It's just not like you're going to be able to, you can watch grass grow, but I'm not really sure you can watch Frontosas grow. So I'm going to end this video. Y'all been great. I have 13 people here. It shows I have 12 thumbs up. So while I'm wrapping this up, if you haven't given me a thumbs up and you kind of liked what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up if you haven't. The next live stream is going to be in another room, and we're going to be going over the D2 offspring. Let me show you D2 again. They're eating in here. D2, which she's in the cave. D2 is the one with the 2 double dorsal fin. So you'll get to see his offspring and the 2 icebreakers. So thanks for watching. Thank you for all the thumbs up, and actually all the comments y'all were saying. I didn't say every one of them, but thank you for participating, and I really appreciate it. If you check out my next live stream, look for that notification, and thanks for watching. Ricky Kennerly Cichlids.